It's Caroline here from Aussie Cards and Crafts, and firstly, apologies with my voice. I'm hoping I can get through this. I actually am off at the moment with COVID, so it's affected my throat, but luckily it hasn't gone down to the chest. So hopefully I'll get through this without coughing and making too much noise. So anyway, what I'd like to do today is to show you the brand new uniquely creative card making kit that came in, which is called Tapestry of Time. It's the April one, as you can see, and you make these beautiful 6 cards. Now, the instructions that they give you are just the photos, and you can measure up and see what size things need to be. Everything that you need is actually in your pack. So all of your papers, all of your embellishments, the only thing that you will need to add is glue and tape. So they really are. They're $27. They're available on from my website at www.aussiecardsandcrafts.com.au. And even the embellies, you can see that they've used them here. They're there. The ribbon is there for the bows. Absolutely everything that you want is for those cards. Now, I have got the cards ready to go here, and I'm going to make them with you very quickly. And a lot of it you will find that I will be speeding up, because you don't need to see me gluing things down and arranging it. You can see that from your kit. So I will be giving you the measurements of the pieces that are on there though. But the beauty of this is all of this, maybe not the embellies, we'll use some of those, but all of these are left over, and all of these beautiful, beautiful, beautiful papers are left over as well. So for $27, you don't only get the 6 cards that are here, you can then use your own creative juices and make whatever you want. And providing I get the time, I would like to make some, and I will actually do a video. So these are the ones, as you can see, I've cut out what I need for these. That does take some time, because you've got to work out where they come from, but that's all part of the process. So some of it is fussy cutting, some of them are these just here, and even some of these you need to actually cut around. But I'll go through that as I'm doing it. So there will be a lot of it sped up, but I think you will get the idea of how to make them all. So we'll start off with card number 1, which is this one just here. So I'll grab this out of the way. In fact, what I will do is I will fold this so that you can actually see what we're making whilst we're making it. So card number 1 is this one, and as I said, you will get your cards in there as well. So I have done everything that we need, I think, for this. You will see that we need a piece of this particular paper. Make sure you've got it up the right way, and the size of that is 5 5/8 of an inch. Yep, 5 5/8 of an inch in length, and 2 inches across. Now on the bottom you'll see that I have gone to 1 inch there, and I have gone up 1 inch. Now that is just to make the flag at the bottom of this piece. So I'll just cut that with my scissors. And that just needs to be laid down and stuck on there. Next, we need to have our ribbon. Now, I did get all of my ribbons and bows and everything done for you. So this one needs to basically just sit like so. And it needs to be cut. So it's going to sit like that. Don't you hate it when you use... And this one will be you just glue them together just down here, you will find that they will stick. Okay, and that one is going to go basically up there. And then, oopsies, on top of that, we then have this piece just, you can see there's so many pieces in these. This one just here, and that one's going to be stuck there. But before, I'm just going to tack that there with what glue is on the ribbon, because you'll notice that just here there is another piece that's coming out, and that is this piece just here. Now that's on one of our cutout sheets that you'll find. So that one has to go under like so, about there. So we'll put this one down first. Okay, the next piece will be this one, which is a fussy cut piece that you'll find on one of your sheets. And for this one, I'm actually going to use my new Uniquely Creative glue pen, because it's got little bits on the end here. I think it's going to actually do much better. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on all around there. And it doesn't, as you could see, the other glue was kind of spurting out a bit, but these are absolutely fantastic, these glue pens. They only came in a couple of days ago, might have been yesterday actually, and I'm really impressed with them. So okay, that one's a bit crooked. Never mind, you're not going to see much of it. So that one is going to go just there. Next will be the happy birthday, which is this one just here, and as you can see they've still left that in, so I'm going to pop that just there. And then we should have a number 75 somewhere. There it is. And has that been cut out? Yes. And number 75 is going to go just there. So we'll pop a little bit more glue on him. Oopsies. These pens, you don't even need to squeeze them. It's got a ballpoint in the top of it, so they really are very good. And that's going to go just there. And there we have it. There is our first card. Okay, I think that's pretty close. So that's card number 1. Card number 2 is going to be this one just here, which is this one. Now, with this one, what we need is, this is our base piece. Now, our base piece for this one is going to be 5 5/8 in length and 3 3/4 across. And with the corner, you'll see that it is actually rolled over. Now, to do that, all you need to do is to get either a thin satay stick or a paintbrush or something like that, just to roll it. Now, beneath that, they have got one of these. You can see that is the one that they've got. So that needs to be stuck basically just there. Okay, so I will stick that, I think, with this pen. There we go, just that little piece there, just to get it in the right spot. So that has got to line up with that, and this side has got to line up with this side. There we go. Now all of that gets stuck onto here. Next we have, the next piece we need is this one here. So you'll see that there are two little pieces just there, and that is actually that one that you need to fussy cut from one of your sheets. But what you need to do is you need to just cut them in half. So if we cut that in half like so, we can then, behind here, we can then put one of them, and then behind our transparency frame we can put another one. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue, just, in fact I'll put it here, it's not that far in, so while that's drying we will grab our embellies, sorry, and we will take 4 off and we will put them one there, one there, just there, and just there. And there is card number 2. Okay, so card number 3 is the next one along, and this one is a different shape. It is a top fold card rather than a side fold card, and it is a thank you card. So card number 3 is actually very, very simple. You need a piece of paper, which is the, if you have a look at card number 1, you've got that piece of paper there. And this is where I went wrong, because I just cut that off and I didn't trim it. So, but you can use the other piece of that. Don't forget your card is going to go this way. And the piece that you need, the first piece, this one is 5 3/8 by 5 3/4. Okay, no, this is number 3. Sorry, 5 5/8 by 4 inches. And that can just be stuck straight down onto your card. Next, we need to work out where these go. So one of these is going to go I need the embellies, because it looks like they've used the big ones here. On all 4 corners, they've got the lovely embellies here. The embellies, if you run out of them or if you need them for other projects, they are available on my website at www.aussiecardsandcrafts.com.au. Okay. There we go. And there is card number 2. No, it's not. It's card number 3. We're whizzing through them. Card number 4 is a thinking of you card. So, once again, it is a tent fold card. So, there it is there. And this should be my little pile of goodies in here. So, pop that one away. So for this one, your base is going to be this piece, and you'll see that there This already has a printed picture on it. We are going to cover up that one, and we're going to use a different butterfly, but we will be cutting that. You can actually, I guess, because you're covering it over, you could cut it out of there if you wanted to, but there are some more on the cutout sheets. So the size of this one is 5 3/8 by 3 3/4. I'm going to check that because I don't think that's quite right. So the base is 5 5/8, it should be, by 3 3/4. So there we go. That will sit in like so. And once again, as a base, you just glue that down. So if you look at your picture, you've also got a picture on a picture. So you've got to work out what is behind the picture. Now, one of the furthest things that I can see is the ticket. So the ticket is actually sitting roughly about there, but it looks like it's only half a ticket. So I'll cut that in half, and I will put that one just about there. And then the ribbon down the corner here. If it was to be a man's card, I guess you could leave the butterfly off and you could leave the ribbon off. Entirely up to you. So we'll pop our ribbon down there and let him stick. And while he's sticking, we will, thinking of you. Once again, I'm going to use glue, and the only reason I would normally put this up on tape, but just simply for time, I would just like to use glue. And there is card number 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, card number 4, I think. I've got 2 more to do. You can see I have done slightly different measurements there because the thinking of you is in a different spot to where it is underneath, but it really and truly doesn't matter. It's still got the same kind of look to it. So that is card number 4. Card number 5 is this one here, which is another tent fold card. And in our paper pack, we will have a domino paper. So if we just get our domino paper out and cut that to, let me just check my notes here, 5 5/8 by 3 7/8, and then just glue that straight onto the front of your card. And this acts as our matte layer. The next one is this piece just here, and that piece is 5 1/4 by 3 1/4, and as you can see, it's been distressed around the outside. Now this is a distressing tool. I think this looks like it's a Jim Holtz one, but you can get these at any craft stores. So there's little blades in there, and we just make it look as if it's been aged a bit, maybe not looked after as well as it could have been. You can also do it with scissors as well. I'll show you how to do that. So, just like so. So you don't need any special tools if you don't need them. If you don't want to use them, just use your scissors, and you'll see that it creates exactly the same effect. So we're going to have it this way, and we are going to pop that straight down onto there. Okay. Okie doke. Next, we have several little pieces, and this is where you've got to really look to see where things are. So this was one piece that I cut out, and it sat like that. So it was a ticket, but you can see half of it is there and the other half is there. So what we need to do, using this as a guide, we're going to pop that down, and so that one's, I'm not going to glue it down just yet, but I will. I think I've got a piece missing too, but that's okay. So this is going to go basically just there. So holding that down in the right spot so I get the other piece in the right spot, I will put some glue on this one, and that can go like so. Okay, this is a piece that I'm missing, I think. Okay, so once again, if you find that, and you will do because there are so many pieces to this set, you just need to go back into your scraps again. Okay, so we now need to find that piece there, and it will be from one of your cutouts, and I found it straight away. It is that one just there. Okay, so I'll cut that one out. And then there's this one here that will have go across there. Have a very wonderful birthday. And then once again with the embellies, they had one on here. And there is card number 5. Card number 6, our very last one, is this one just here. Okay, so hopefully I've got all my pieces here. This one's got a lot of different pieces. Once again, you'll see that the corner of this piece is rolled over to make it look old. You can also put some ink on there. You can do whatever you like, but there's this piece that just goes on there. Okay, so I'm going to glue that one down. Now that piece there is 5 5/8 by 4 inches. The next piece is this piece. Now that is from one of the main pieces of the card, and you'll see it in here. Oopsies. It's that piece there. Okay, so you need to make sure that when you're cutting it, actually it's not that piece there, it is this one here. So when you're cutting it, you cut it from the correct side so that you are going to use this piece just there. So if you got it in the machine and it's wrong, well then you just need to make sure, because you need that on there. Okay, so this piece here is 4 1/4 inches by 3 1/4 inches. 4 3/4 inches by 3 1/4 inch, and that is going to sit straight down on there, like so. Then we need to decorate. Decorating is, yeah, I've still got some fussy cutting to do here, so I'll fussy cut as I go, but I will speed up. Okay, so sorry about that. I thought I had fussy cut everything, so I'm pretty certain I've got everything now. So when I left you, I had that. Now we've got a little piece here, and you can see it says hardware. So that has got to be stuck down just under there, by the look of it. Fairly well straight. So, okay. There we go. And that is card 6. So, yeah, pretty close. Maybe that could have gone up a bit, but it doesn't matter. I think that they're a beautiful pack, and they're very, very, very well priced at $27 for 6 cards, because the 6 cards that I've done for you just now, okay, so let's go. That was our last one. That was our second to last one. We had that one. We had that one. That one was our first, and I think that was the second. So you've got 6 beautiful cards that you could give to pretty much men or women. You've got all of these left over. Okay, so you've got a lot of ribbon left over. You've got a lot of the cutouts left over. And not to mention the scraps that you've got in your plastic folder here. Okay, so you've got lots more sentiments in there. You've got a lot of other cutouts that you can use for other projects, as well as all of these cards. So these are, you've got another, that's another thing you've got as well. You've got another 4 of these, and you've got all of these papers left over. So they really are a fantastic value. So head to my website. You now have seen how easy they are to put together. They are $27. The website is www.aussiecardsandcrafts.com.au. They're up there now. I only have, I think, 3 left, because I did sell some today. But please, first in, best dressed, because as soon as they run out of stock at the warehouse, I can't get them again either. Up until that point I can, but after that they're just not available. So get in quick, don't be disappointed. And please give me a thumbs up. It does take quite a while to do these videos, as I'm sure most of you are aware. So please give me a thumbs up and maybe subscribe to my channel, because that really does help me. I'm looking forward over the weekend to doing maybe some Mother's Day projects. I know we've got Easter coming up, but I would like to do a series on Mother's Day projects. So I will look forward to seeing you all then. And until then, happy crafting. Thank you.